Correspondent Kevin Cork traveling with the president in Austria. Good evening, Kevin.
Brett, good evening. Take a look at this. It's in a word, awkward. Earlier today, the president was seated right next to the Iraqi prime minister for about 45 seconds, and the two men never so much as said a single word. I'm not even sure if the president saw him. Now, later, they would meet in a bilateral meeting during which the president outlined his evolving strategy to help Iraq defeat ISIS. In concluding what he called a productive summit, the president admitted when it came to finalizing a strategy to defeat ISIS, he's still got a lot of work to do.
We don't yet have a complete strategy because it requires commitments on the part of the Iraqis as well.
His statement today seemed to mirror comments about the terror group that he made back in August of last year.
I don't want to put the cart before the horse. We don't have a strategy yet.
That was 10 months ago. And the latest Fox News survey shows that a vast majority, 71%, still don't think the president has a clear strategy to defeat ISIS. Despite continuous training and thousands of U.S.-led airstrikes, Iraqi security forces continue to struggle in that fight. Today, the president offered to do more.
We are going to continue to provide the supplies that are necessary for Iraqi forces to successfully mount offensive campaigns.
Though global trade, the faltering Greek economy, and climate change were high on the agenda at the summit, dealing with Russian aggression in Ukraine was a top priority for the White House. And in perhaps his most significant accomplishment, the president convinced European leaders to maintain economic sanctions on Russia, the result of Vladimir Putin's unlawful incursion into Ukraine.
Does he continue to wreck his country's economy and continue Russia's isolation in pursuit of a wrong-headed desire to recreate the glories of the Soviet Empire?
The decision to maintain sanctions was a complicated one for many G7 partners, especially Germany, for whom Russia is a major energy supplier and shares a role in the Iran nuclear talks. But experts say even more should be done to rein in an increasingly disruptive Moscow.
The sort of underlying dynamics on the ground are changing at a time when I think the United States should be considering additional sanctions on top of the renewal.
Meanwhile, for the first time, the president addressed the recent hacking of federal employee data, which is believed to have been perpetrated by the Chinese.
We have to be as nimble, as aggressive, and as well-resourced as those who are trying to break into these systems.
And this just into Fox News. A defense official confirms tonight that ISIS militants in Libya have kidnapped 88 Christians. Brett?
Kevin Cork traveling with the president in a foggy Austria early Tuesday morning. Kevin, thank you.